Our countdown of the 100 greatest films of all times continues now, and you know it was only a matter of time before Tim Burton made an appearance.
It is Ed Wood. This was number 90 on the list, but it was his 1994 film starring Johnny Depp, one of his many collaborations with this acclaimed gift to cinema, as I like to call him, which makes his blood boil. This is one of the performances that kind of underscores his value to movies, and he's playing, ironically enough, somebody that's considered the worst film director of all time.
Hey, it's not that bad. You can't concentrate on the negative. Look, he's got some nice things to say here. The soldiers' costumes are very realistic. That's positive.
He is just charming as hell in this movie, even when he's wearing ladies' underclothes and tight sweaters and stuff like that.
Just like J. Edgar Hoover, apparently Ed Wood enjoyed wearing women's clothing. That's not something I can relate to.
No, I'm all man. I even fought in WW2. Of course, I was wearing women's undergarments under my uniform.
But I think what really carries this film forward, there are a couple things here. One is Johnny Depp's performance, which is just so effervescent. I mean, this is a man who is the eternal optimist. I mean, he always looks on the bright side of things.
Great.
And he had this moment in time when he was trying to get a film career off the ground. He was writing small-time plays in Hollywood, and then he had a chance meeting one day with Bela Lugosi, played by Martin Landau.
Karloff does not deserve to smell my.
And that's, I think, what really is the heart of this film, isn't it?
That relationship.
I mean, it is. It's that bond, because this is a hero that Ed Wood has had, because Lugosi's kind of on his way down.
He's at the tail end of his career. He's enduring some drug problems, some financial problems. He's got nowhere else to go.
Great movie.
He actually, when they first meet, he's shopping for a coffin because he's ready to go into the ground and move on to the next world. And Ed Wood literally resurrects him and puts him back into movies again and starts making all of the crazy-ass films that Ed Wood has made throughout his career.
Yeah, and it's just so funny, and I think, you know, particularly in this age of internet filmmaking and lots of lower cost and indie film development that's happening, lots of people just sort of making their own low-budget stuff these days. Having a look at Ed Wood and his eternal optimism and his joy in making even the crap that he was making.
The story opens on these mysterious explosions. Nobody knows what's causing them, but it's upsetting all the buffalo.
It's really uplifting,
This is what you do. You take Ed Wood, you cross him with the internet, and you get Vine.
I know.
I don't think there'd be any Vine without Ed Wood. You know, other performers in there who are also terrific. Sarah Jessica Parker.
Do I really have a face like a horse?
As his long-suffering wife and partner and actor in all of his films, and Bill Murray, who plays an effete character in this film.
Jean-Claude and I are going to be married. I'm going to be a June bride.
Unlike any other Bill Murray performance I'd seen in the past.
Yeah, and Tim Burton obviously has crafted a career of building all of these beautiful movies filled with whimsy and fantasy and heart, you know, most of the time. But I think this was a movie that really spoke to all of his strengths, and it also connected, I think, to more of an adult sensibility. I think it was his best crafted film.
We don't have a permit. Run!
One of the films that was, I think, most critically praised and well-received, but I also think that this is a movie that crosses over and is completely...
Cross-dresses over.
What kind of a movie is this?
I think it's important for people that are aspiring to create art to look at stuff like this and to be inspired by people that's all they ever could do. They didn't get the big budget, so they just tried. You know, they just tried and they maintained that sense of fun and levity, and I think Tim Burton connected with that concept, and certainly Johnny Depp and everybody involved with the movie did, and that's why we get this beautiful work that really stands the test of time.
Pull the string! Pull the string!
Congratulations, Ed Wood. You have won the Golden Tentacle Award. You are number 90 in our greatest films of all time.